After the tragic incident that killed a 7-year-old elementary student, one of the alleged suspects finally turned himself to the police. Paul Ang has the story.
The alleged suspect of the stray bullet victim Nicole, killed on New Year's Day celebration, has finally surrendered himself and undergone inquest proceedings. However, authorities revealed that according to the ballistics and bullet examination conducted on the firearms of the suspect, Juan Agos, it turned out that Agos was innocent because his bullet mismatched to the one which struck and killed Nicole. Despite the devastation felt by the families and relatives of the stray bullet victim Stephanie Nicole, they're still fighting to seek justice and to prosecute its perpetrators. On the other hand, Nicole's advisor and teacher at the Tala Elementary School, Ma'am Arlene Arellano, could not hardly believe that her wish student was already dead.
Si Nicole active yan sa klase ko kasi siya yung kumbaga siya yung pinaka marunong na sa klase. Marunong siya. Rank 1 siya sa akin.
Top 1 po.
Top 1 siya. Kasi siya na yung bata kong nakabasa ng isang story na kaya niya ng with comprehension na yun. Kaya niya nang sagutin kung ano man yung binasa about the story.
Nicole's father, J. Elia, also reminisced the time when her little girl was alive.
Although hindi ako nawalan ng hope na yung miracle ng Lord is gano'n sa Kanya. Kaya nilaban pa rin namin talaga. Kaya nakikita naman namin na talagang lumalaban siya. Kausap ako. Parang ganyan din si Nicole. Lapit, kukulitin ka. Makikisali sa usapan yun. Makikihalubilo sa mga kung may bisita mo. Ganun siya. Mga nagagawa nilang ganun. Meron yung balik sa kanila. Matakot sila kung baka sa pamilya pa nila bumalik. Kaya kung hanggat maaari, itama na nila yung ginawa nila. Sumuko na sila.
Victim's mother, Mitch Elia, meantime reiterated that death penalty should once again be observed in the country after the death of her daughter.
Sana po makonsyensya po siya sa ginawa niya. Sana po may patas po tayo. Sana ibalik po yung bitay.
Meanwhile, despite the fact that many have turned themselves on the police after illegally discharging firearms on the New Year's Day celebration, Nicole's parents eagerly called local officials and the police to immediately prosecute its perpetrators. For GNN, Paul Am, News Force.
8 people were killed while 19 others were injured due to a shootout in Cavite on Friday morning. Police Inspector Joel Caliba identified the suspect as Ronald Bae, who formerly campaigned as a barangay captain in Barangay Tabon 1, Kawit, Cavite. Initial investigation revealed that Bae used a .45 caliber pistol in the shootout and has been intoxicated after drinking with some of neighbors. The report also revealed Bae fires at those he randomly encounters along the way. Meantime, the suspect was killed after an encounter with the police who responded to the incident. Malacanang has defended before the Court of Appeals the legality of its order, suspending Cebu Governor Gwendolyn Garcia. Precious Aquino filed this report.
Malacanang has defended before the Court of Appeals the legality of its order, suspending Cebu Governor Gwendolyn Garcia for 6 months over the complaint of the late Vice Governor Gregorio Sanchez Jr. in 2010. That's after the Court of Appeals did not issue a temporary restraining order on the said case. In a 29-page opposition, Solicitor General Francis Jardileza said the Office of the President and the Department of the Interior and Local Government did not violate any law in issuing and serving the suspension order last month. In line with this, the Court of Appeals also set the oral arguments on January 10, 2013 to determine whether or not to grant the petition for the issuance of a TRO against the suspension of Garcia. Garcia was suspended for 6 months without pay based on the complaint filed by the late Cebu Vice Governor Gregorio Sanchez Jr. in 2010, accusing her of usurpation of authority. For GNN, Precious Aquino, News Force.
Metropolitan Manila Development Authority has released on Friday the rerouting scheme and road closures for the annual Feast of the Black Nazarene Procession that will be held on January 9. MMDA noted that some roads in Metro Manila will be closed a day before the yearly procession. The roads that will be closed on Wednesday next week are P. Campa España, Nicanor Reyes España, Alucia Fugoso, Recto Isitan, and Raon Evangelista. Also closed during the feast are Maria Orosa P. Burgos, Lagos Nilad P. Burgos, Taft Finance Westbound, A. Villegas Taft Avenue, 25th Street Bonifacio Drive, N. A. Lopez A. Villegas, Anda Circle Bonifacio Drive, General Luna P. Burgos, Rojas Boulevard, T.M. Calao and Katigbak Rojas Boulevard. The Government Service Insurance System or GSIS and Social Security System or SSS has released a total of 9 billion peso emergency loans due to the natural calamities that hit the country last year. GSIS said its 390,000 members have already availed almost 7 million pesos, with each taking home a total of 20,000 pesos. Meantime, SSS said it has given at least 2.3 billion pesos to 134,000 calamity victims who are SSS members through loan and pension relief package. The GSIS also noted it has helped provide its members with much-needed funds through their upgraded and more reliable database. President Barack Obama has signed the Fiscal Cliff Bill, or the American Taxpayer Relief Act of 2012, into law on Wednesday. The new law aims to raise taxes on U.S. households earning above $450,000 and delay spending decisions for 2 months. Officials added Obama, who is currently on vacation in Hawaii, signed the measure through AutoPen. The United States or U.S. Immigration Enforcement Agency announced Thursday that about 245 child porn suspects, mostly operating in the U.S., have been arrested through an international police operation. According to Immigration and Customs Enforcement Director John Morton, 3 of the suspects were arrested in 6 more countries. Meanwhile, 123 children has been rescued, also mostly in the U.S. 70 of the rescued children were girls and 53 were boys. He added 45 of the children were under 12 years old, while 5 were 3 years old. Pop musician Kevin Jonas has revealed his domestic Daniel Deliesa and reality show E! Program. Jonas recently shared part of his home life with his wife and announced that it was initially daunting. The eldest sibling of the pop trio Jonas Brothers married the former hairdresser in 2009. Singing rage Patti Page has died last New Year's Day at the age of 85. Page was the top-selling female singer in the 1950s with more than 100 million records sold. Her best-selling song Tennessee Waltz has remained one of 2 songs officially adopted by the state of Tennessee. Here's a recap of today's headlines.
Here are the headlines on News Force. Malacanang vows to defend RH law against filed suit in Supreme Court, Solon assails complaint. More than 200 sea passengers rescued in Dumaguete. Alleged suspect in stray bullet case surrender. Brunei vows to help resolve West Philippine Sea row in next ASEAN summit. International operations arrested more than 200 child porn suspects. And Kevin Jonas reveals life with wife Danielle in reality show. Fair and balanced news, comprehensive reports that take you to the heart of the action. This is News Force.
For your comments, feedback, or videos you want to share with us, email us at info@gnnTV-asia.com. We are your voice for change. Our anchors and reporters will keep on bringing you updates and latest stories. Fair and balanced news, comprehensive reports that take you to the heart of the action. You are tuned in on Channel 8 on your Global Destiny Cable and on GSAT Channel 1. Carried by 300 cable TV operators and broadcasted via UHF stations nationwide. We are your global news network committed to nation building. I'm Tin Santos and this is News Force.